Dallas home for podcasts, live streams, and unfiltered conversations. This is Dallas On Air.
The Groove, a podcast that's a transformational show about dance and the people's journey to success. That's just a vibe. Welcome to the couch.
The Groove, sponsored by the flyest station in the nation, flyradio.com. Your station for music lovers. Listen live 24 hours on flyradio.com. Download our app from the Google Play Store for talent or advertising opportunities. Please call 773-FLY-DIVA, otherwise known as 773-359-3482.
Some stories are told with words, others with a different language. The groove. Feel the rhythm, embrace the moment. On Dallas On Air.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining The Groove and welcome to the couch. I am super excited to have a powerhouse join me this evening, Talking Tea with Tika. Welcome to The Groove.
That's the crowd.
So this
Thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure. This format's a little different. I'm going to be selfish and not open the line at all tonight.
Oh, okay.
Because I just wanted you and I. So how are you doing this evening?
I am well. Thank you so much for asking. Here in Atlanta, it's very cold. I'm a little jealous because you guys in Dallas, you don't get this cold, but we're at about 30, 35. We're freezing. We're just absolutely freezing here. So I'm surprised I have my arms out. I'm just saying. I did this for you because I got this cute little Christmas sweater and I haven't worn it yet. I said, you know what? It is the perfect little Christmas sweater to wear on the show tonight.
It
is.
Isn't
that cute?
Everybody would love for you to be bringing them presents.
It's cute, right?
It is adorable. It's you.
Thank you.
So how are you doing today?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
So
taking it day by day.
You are the guest that is everybody's dream. I know it's been mine for a while because you are the interviewer extraordinaire.
Yes, thank you.
In the circles in which I go in. So before we get there, though, I kind of want to know, how old were you when you started dancing? Because you can groove your butt off.
Now, can I be myself? Or
Please.
Is this kind of
no. Welcome to the couch.
Do I have to be up in here?
Oh, no.
Is it up in here?
No.
I just make sure it's not up in here.
No.
It's not up in here. Okay. No. So, I've been twerking since the age of 8.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I started actually my dance journey in 15, actually doing a couples dance. Of course, I've danced all my life. I was that kid in my family that's like, put a song on and let me groove, I remember one of my favorite songs was More Bounce to the Ounce.
Oh, that was one of mine too.
And listen, that song come on, it's about 19 minutes long. It doesn't even matter. I used to dance the entire song. I don't want anybody up here with me. This is my jam. So I've always had dance in my heart, but my first official dance style was actually at 15, so about 10 years ago.
And was that stepping, I presume?
It was stepping. It was
so
Chicago
who did you
style.
learn stepping from?
Initially, I saw the dance. My husband and I were at a club, and we saw this couple up, and they were grooving. They were dressed all to the nines, and I'm like, I don't know what they're doing, but I want to do that. So I looked it up here in Atlanta, and I found this organization called Class Act. So I started there for a few years, and then after I kind of outgrew them, I started to seek people that really, really mastered the dance.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned a lot of my foundational dance from someone named Cheryl Sugarfoot Poe.
Oh,
So she was kind of the one that kind of really tightened up my basics and my foundation of the dance. So the rest of it was just a matter of putting more bounce to the ounce, right? Into into the structured dance, but still be myself, right? So that's that journey, and it's been fun. I've
that
loved it.
that makes sense because when I first started finding about stepping in Atlanta, it was when Sarah Tika was doing an event, and Step and B was one of the instructors. And
Hmm.
he had Theo, Shorty Smooth, all of them in the class. It was like 100 of us. So it was kind of like
Yeah,
a Tarzan movie.
yeah,
And I'll never forget it. That's the first time I met Step and B. And you know, I had known people that stepped, and they could never answer the questions given my background that made me want to learn from them until I
right.
met B. And
Yeah.
but what I didn't appreciate about him was I paid $60 for a class back in 2005, 2006, and all he had me doing was counting in a corner. I will never let him forget
Ooh.
that because I argue with him about no dance starts with a 7.
Okay.
No dance, and then I later found out only 2 does. Chicago
Mm,
stepping and belly dancing, and we're not doing the belly dancing thing.
that's my second one to learn, actually.
So
Well,
did
my third.
did your parents encourage you as far as dancing or entertainment or anything like that, other than making us get up in front of company and doing what we do?
Well, I come from a musical background.
Oh,
Um, I actually sing. My mom sings, my dad sings, my grandmother, like literally when our family would get together, it was church. So I've been around entertainment all my life, where my mom used to be on the road. I mean, that whole thing. You got to get up and down with your parents in the middle of the night. I'm gonna just put in a little shameless plug in here. Algebra is my cousin.
oh,
Algebra Bissett is my cousin. So if you are in it, if you kind of know the indie side of things and the
mm-hmm.
Neil side, side of things, that is actually my cousin. So we have a musical background with entertainment. So that dancing and joking around and all of that is just a part of that type of culture or that type of family where we were always entertaining some kind of way. I'm an actor. I'm an actress as well,
I've
and a
learned some.
doctor that I
I've
played
learned
on TV.
something new. I didn't know you could sing.
Absolutely. Don't ask me to.
Not right now.
Okay. But yeah, so absolutely.
So I know you live in Atlanta now, but where were you raised?
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
I am, they call it Grady Baby. And those are the people that are originally from Atlanta. Grady is, of course, a hospital. And you have to be born at Grady in order to really be like officially from Atlanta. Don't ask me why, but it's just where you have to be from. You have to be born there. Actually born and raised here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Wow.
I
It's
know.
funny. That's funny because I lived in Atlanta for like a hot minute when I
Hmm.
was transitioning from New York to Dallas, when I was transitioning from dancing professionally retiring. And I went to Atlanta because I thought it was going to be the new chocolate city. And I still had I think I had a 8-month contract with Proline at the time.
Mm.
So I moved to Atlanta and didn't like it.
It's the South. Well, you're in the South now still.
Yeah,
So
I didn't
what
like
was it
it for
about
some
Atlanta
reason.
that you didn't, what you didn't like? What was it?
I think for me at the time, I probably picked the wrong place to live. And I
Okay.
think that had a lot to do with the experience of not knowing the terrain of the city, knowing where to be, where not to
Mm,
be. I just wanted
I
to
got
get
it.
there to do the work and then continue to
Mhm.
travel wherever I was doing. So I really didn't give Atlanta a fair share because I was only there 6 months.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So I wasn't there long, but you know, so that was the end of my stint. So tell me about this nickname, T Lady. How did that come about? Wait. Before we go there, did you have a nickname growing up?
I did.
What was it?
Now, if I tell you, you can't tell anyone.
We'll both reciprocate that.
Actually, it was Tika Wika.
Tika Wika. I was Papa.
Tika Wika.
My nickname was Papa because I was so mature for my age, is what I'm told. But my sister still calls me Papa. So that was my nickname.
Well,
okay. So,
my grandmother still called me that. She just passed last year, but I told my manager, Nicole, what my nickname was years ago when she first started working together. So she still calls me Tika Wika. So it still kind of warms my heart because my grandmother called me that for so many years. So it's okay. Don't you do it, though?
Absolutely not. I respect boundaries.
Right. I already hear it coming. Tika Wika, you want to dance?
Nope. I already have an affectionate nickname for you that I will never say to anyone else outside.
Oh, absolutely. Keep that.
Yeah, that.
So that. Thank you.
So I was wondering. Well, I didn't know that you had always been in entertainment, and it makes sense looking at the totality of what I know about you. The other thing that I didn't know was who influenced you, but you just said your family was your influencer.
Yeah.
Because you all sound like you would get together and have jam sessions and just show out, what we used to call it back in the day.
Well, listen, my dad was a bass player. My mom is oh my God, you want to bring a church down? Give Maxine a mic. It's over. Okay. So that's just what I'm accustomed to. So it's amazing how it kind of just transitioned over into everything else that I do, right? So that's why things like this don't make me nervous. When I interview celebrities, it does not make me nervous because I've been around that kind of stuff. So it's like, oh, honey, you're just a human just like I am. Just happen to be able to put some notes together, so it doesn't freak me out like that. So that's a blessing. I'm not a groupie.
No, because everybody is seeking you.
Oh, make sure I get your cash out when we're done.
Listen, don't worry. We're good there. Did you ever see yourself as the brainchild that you have put out there for all of us to enjoy? You ever see yourself as that?
No. When I say this, people are going, "You got to be lying," and I'm like, I'm so telling the truth. And I think I've shared it with you just in our private conversations.
Mm-hmm.
But by nature, I'm a shy person. By nature, I would rather be by myself. If I'm at a party, I'd rather sit in the back and just look. Even though I have this bright red hair and I have this bright personality, but the real me, or like the Latika, you know what I mean? Maxine's child is the one that would just rather be alone. I was an only child. So you kind of learn how to self-soothe. So to be in this type of industry is totally polar opposite as to who I am in real life. So yeah, so it wasn't something that I aspired to be like, oh, I want to be in entertainment and I want to interview people. No, literally it happened by happenstance, literally. And so I've enjoyed the journey. It's brought me out of the shell that I would always say that I was in. And it actually, and I don't want to go too deep, but there's like a whole bunch in the history of me that the fact that I'm doing this is just, it's a blessing. And I'm sure the story would definitely bless a lot of people. Just going from my life literally was totally different 20 years ago. My hair wasn't red. I was not the person you see now, confident and outgoing. That was not me.
You've always been jazzy, though.
I know, but
you've always been jazzy.
But in a different way, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So yeah, but I'm enjoying the second phase um, of my life, it's been okay. It's been all right.
Now, you are what I consider an interviewer extraordinaire.
Oh,
And I don't want to hog up all of our time with me just asking questions. You know me quite well, so
okay.
feel free to fire away.
Okay, that one story that you was telling me about when you was in the video with Michael Jackson. I still can't find which monster you were, like back there doing that. I still don't know which one it was.
One of the tallest ones, blue suit,
Okay.
white shirt, in the back. When they shimmy and face away from the street, I'm the lead. Can't see me.
Okay.
Then when we pan back around, they put me to the left and to the right, but they never put me right next to Michael because he didn't want me there because I was tall. So,
Funny.
light blue suit, white shirt,
Right, blue,
bow
white shirt.
legs. Yep. And I wanted to do the
Got
breaking
it.
part. I wanted to do the breaking part too. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that was one of the first times in my career I said, no, you can't dance like that. We got people for that. You're not doing that. And I was a baby. I was only 15. So
What? Wow. Really? When you did the Michael Jackson Thriller thing? 15? Wow.
I was
That's
young.
amazing.
I was youngin.
Wow. Well. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I will say that I am enjoying that you're asking me questions.
Well, that's good.
I am. I mean, of course, I could just go ahead and just rattle them off, but no, I'm actually enjoying this side of the desk.
Okay. Well, then let's keep this energy going. One of the
Okay.
things that I know about you that a lot of people may not know, but they are coming to find out is not only are you multi-talented, you're multi-versed in business.
I am.
And before I get there, people have heard me on my podcast give you flowers. And I will tell them and repeat it now that I have you on. So I've been giving 2 parties under a roof coming up on 10 years this upcoming January. And there was a point where my stepping side of my event was getting stagnated.
Mm-hmm.
And I turned to 2 people. I turned to Tree Lachey
Oh, yeah.
to get her opinion on it, and a good friend. And then I turned to you.
Yeah.
I turned to her because she was local and she can give me some insight, subjectively, objectively, or critically, of what she thought, and I would understand that it came from a good place, not trying to tear me down, and it's kind of hard to do that anyway. And then after she gave me that information, I reached out to you. And my plot was, well, not my plot, well, what I was needing was insight. Insight because you are a promoter. You know everybody in this genre. Everybody knows you. And so you went outside the box and did something for me that I've never seen before. And I said, hey, I'm trying to find a DJ, and I don't know who's good. I don't know who's bad. I don't know who's relevant. And you said, well, first thing I need you to do is not hire DJs that don't have a social media presence. A good one. That was the first thing you did. That was
Absolutely.
first piece of information you gave me. The second thing that you did blew me away because I never expected it. And you said, let me think about something, and then I'll get back to you on what that'll look like. And for everyone else, when T-Lady did the DJ mashups,
Oh,
that was
that's for you.
that was for me. That was pulling DJs all around the country to give their version of mashups of how they move and what they consider their groove to be, regardless of the genre. And then that's how I started getting who the DJs I should consider versus not. And so I've always told everybody that for part of my business, swing out, thriving, always thriving, because I'm in that genre heavily, as well as I am in stepping, but I wasn't as insightful as I needed to be. So I leaned to someone like you and B and Tree to kind of give me the insight I was looking for. And so you did that for me. And what you've done for me is now where people in Dallas may have come out or may not have gone out, now the people that they typically travel to go see, I bring every month.
Yeah.
And I still have a commitment to you, and we're going to do that. We're going to do that commitment.
Absolutely.
So
yes.
I'm working on that, and we'll talk.
Okay.
But I wanted everybody to know that you saved that part of my business.
Oh, wow.
Because I had a local DJ, and he was doing the best he could.
Yeah.
And so were all the other ones. But Dallas is a traveling city, and their steppers travel.
Absolutely.
And so when you did the mashups for me, and, you know, I don't get on social media, but I got on social media then to listen and hear, and you walked me through it and all that other kind of stuff. And I just kind of wanted to give you your flowers and let everybody know that you helped my business continue to thrive and stay successful, because I've taken that blueprint you've given me, and I still follow it today, and I will follow it moving forward. So I know we in this community don't always acknowledge that, but I want to acknowledge when someone comes and pours into me and allows me to be successful and thrive, because they want me to win, just like I want everyone else to win. So thank you. I love you dearly. I cherish your tutelage and your knowledge, because you're a wealth of information. So I just wanted everybody to know that, because it's important to me that I say that to you in front of the audience of people that we have.
Well, I appreciate that, and my flowers smell great, so thanks. Another thing I wanted you to see too is presentation.
Absolutely.
Right? Even though this was just something on the internet, and no, baby. Anytime your brand is represented, it needs to be represented well. Period. So there was some people that just kind of, you could just tell they just kind of threw something together. And there was some people that had like a whole production.
Right.
I was like, wow, they got a little video. I mean, I like that. So that means that you're taking your brand very serious. And it also means that you're going to take your music very serious, and you're going to do business well.
Absolutely.
You can have people that are great at their talent, but they're horrible in business. Horrible. So I wanted you to see both sides of it, right? And kind of experience it. So I'm glad you were able to take from that.
I'm glad you broke away from what you typically do to put that time in your life for me.
Yeah.
I will forever be thankful.
Absolutely. Anytime.
So you are a big contributor to the success of Group Theory Dallas. And I don't have any problem saying that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't think,
like I said, I don't think people really, and I want to tell you, while we're being all mushy, I want to tell you just thank you for being there for me as a friend.
Absolutely.
During some very
I told you I'm not going
dark,
anywhere.
hard times.
Not going anywhere.
I mean, and you've proven that. So I want to tell you, thank you for just being that here.
My pleasure.
You know? Thank you.
So let's talk about this super, super sophisticated promoter.
Okay.
When I look at promoters, I've looked at 3 people that I think do it well. You, Cheryl, and Tree. And they're all ladies. All ladies. And you're all different in how you go about doing it. Did you ever see yourself being a promoter, or did you become a promoter because I think I became a promoter because I didn't like what I was forced to go and be at, just to go and dance. That's why I became one. And I felt a need. I saw a need of, hey, I know multiple genres. Let me put these genres together, separately but together under the same roof. And I remember I ran that by you as well. And so I felt the need that we lacked that type of presence where I reside in Dallas. That was why I became a promoter. How about you?
Mine was a little different because, I was in the space of this, interviewing and red carpet and all that. So I was in a different space. However, because I'm the tea lady, I would hear about all the things that would go wrong at a set, right? So I would do this segment called Good, Bad, and Ugly, right? And so when I started to do that and just being very, very transparent and very, very honest, of course, there were some folks like, oh my God, I can't believe she said that. But at the end of the day, I was a consumer, right? And so I wanted to make sure when I spend my money, that was worth it. So on the flip side of it, similar to yourself, when I started to talk about it more, and then I was asked to be a part of some ventures, I said, you know what? It makes sense. But one of the things that I stick to, and I will always stick to it, if you're going to do business with me, you're going to do business well. You're going to do it with integrity, and you're going to deliver on what you promised. Because I've talked too much about good, bad, and ugly to be a part of something that's ugly. Okay,
Absolutely.
so I cannot do that. So, so people tread very lightly when they decide to bring me into anything that they do, because they know it has to be above board with me. Or I will talk about my own thing, and I have. I've done a good, bad, and ugly with my own event, because it's not just mine. There are other members of this organization with me. And if some things did not go well, I am going to say something like, you know what, y'all, I already know it was too hot in there. I already know we should have had more water, because I say this stuff. You know what I mean? So I had to bring it on myself. I couldn't ignore it, act like we need to do better.
Right.
And so, of course, when we had our closeout meeting, I said, hey, y'all already know I'm going to talk about y'all, right? And I say y'all like I'm not a part of them. Like,
right.
Y'all know I'm going to talk about y'all. So they would always think it was funny, but what would happen is they would make sure the next year that they address those issues, because there are always going to be issues. Something else will come up. You know what I mean? That maybe didn't come up last year and there's an issue this year. So the goal is to always try to, of course, listen to your consumer and always try to be better. Give them more, you know. And that's one of the things I love about Cheryl and GDI and Heritage Ball is that they always give you more.
Right.
Like it's never where it just kind of stays that they're always raising the level just a little bit more. And just a little side note, I actually have been doing their marketing for 5 years. People didn't know that, but I've literally been doing their marketing for Heritage Ball for the last 5 years.
That is
so hot. Anything you see on social, that's all me.
Okay. I've been seeing some fire stuff lately too. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm getting into the AI world and I'm loving it. You know, some people are afraid of it. I love it.
Yeah, me too.
You know, yeah, it's a great thing. So,
yeah.
So that's how that happened. It was not something I was like, oh, I want to be a promoter one day. No. Again, I want to be in the back of the room, minding my own business. You know what I'm saying? And not in the forefront. And so, of course, you know, to be doing it now, it's fun.
You know what? It's interesting you say that, because I've always been pushed into the forefront because of my talent. But when I tell people I don't have to be in the forefront, they look at me and be like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I think a lot of people, I'm not going to say, there have been quite a few people that want to collaborate with me. Absolutely. And I've yet to collaborate with anyone. Because
on what?
On anything.
Just in general, anything?
Just anything, because the business is not good business. And I am not easily influenced when I have a mindset of what success looks like and what's entailed in that success. And I don't have to capitulate to compromising a standard of mine for the betterment of others.
Ooh, that's good. Yeah.
So there will come a time, I'm sure, because I don't speak in absolutes. I've learned that through the years, that I will find that I will collaborate with someone and it will be a massive event.
Yes.
A massive event, but it has to be good business. And people find out when they do business with me, it's strictly business. It's nothing personal. So if I pay for a service and the service is suspect or not good enough, I'm going to let you know.
Absolutely.
Just as if I'm eating bad food, I'm not going back. So
correct. Yeah.
So I kind of really understand.
People have a hard time with that, though.
Yeah.
The honesty of it, like the rawness of it, people can't swallow that, right? When it's coming their way. Now, if it's someone else that did bad business, we can sit there and talk about them and they were hard. But when it comes to them, oh, Adrian is Oh, the tea lady. Oh, really? We were
Right.
fine when we were talking about somebody else.
Right.
But now that it's you, come on.
So let's talk
so I
about
get
the tea lady. What today has been one of your favorite interviews? Because I know you have a plethora of people waiting for you to interview them.
All right. So I'm gonna give you two sides, right?
Okay.
On the stepping side, I would have to say, I've had so many. Oh, on the stepping side, I would have to say Tall Rick. I would have to say Tall. I actually had an opportunity to interview him twice, and he typically doesn't operate in this space.
Mm-hmm.
But I interviewed him twice, and I thought it was fantastic with just the knowledge and just the way he interprets things, and he could literally teach you the dance talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that.
Okay.
He would have to be one of my tops, but second would have to be Drew.
Okay.
Yeah, I've interviewed Drew several times too, and it's always a master class. We literally call it a master class.
Okay.
And, these are guys, of course, have been dancing for many, many years. On the celebrity side, I would have to give it to Howard Hewitt.
Mm.
No, you know what? Okay, it's a toss-up. It's a toss-up. It's a toss-up between Howard Hewitt and Malcolm Jamal Warner. Those have got to be my top two.
Now, I know you're close with Malcolm.
Yes. And we still are like, still doesn't seem real. But I think for me, just you would think he would be some way like, okay, I'm Malcolm, I'm on The Resident, and I'm, no, like he was just like, please, let's just have a good time. It just was totally the opposite of what I thought that he would be on the screen. And when he actually said my tagline, sip, sip, I lost it. I'm like, what? You listen, so that was it was an amazing time. So I would have to give it him and Howard.
1A and 1B.
Yeah, I would have to give Malcolm A. I'll give Howard B. I'll have to give Malcolm A.
Did you make Howard swing? Did you make Howard sing?
I wanted to, and he said, we'll have to talk about that. Now, mind you, I'm trying to do it on air. Like we'll have to talk about that. So the person that actually helped facilitate that interview, they said, now, honey, that a note would have probably cost you about $1,500. I said, well, I'm glad he didn't say it. Okay, don't sing, Howard, don't sing.
Then I will make sure that I stay in my lane when and if.
You understand? Don't ask me to do that. That's a totally different contract. Totally different. Yeah, so it was fun though. It was fun. And I love that space.
What's what do you love most about your show, Talking Tea with Tika?
When I'm solo, okay, I love the fact that I can say what I want to say.
Okay.
If you don't like it, they have a thing called options. You can, and they got the thing called one of these. You can just do your finger. That means you just go right on by me. You don't have to listen to me. Okay. That's not the case. Most people stick around and go, what is she getting ready to talk about? And because I hate to say it like this, but I keep it real. People can appreciate that. The rawness of it. Just say what it is. I call a spade a spade. So I would say that's one of the things that I love. And then I'm by myself, right? So it goes back to that being in a space that I don't really have, even though I'm looking in a little hole, right? And there are thousands of people watching. But to me, I am by myself.
Got it.
So it allows me to actually be me without any hesitation. But then when I have somebody on screen with me, I feel a little bit more reserved and can't be as, myself that I would like to be. So I would have to say when I'm solo. Yeah. Then my team is freaking out, going, oh God. So we have this thing where they'll put pineapples. They'll either say they'll put some fruit, some fruit reference in the notes, and that means, girl, stop talking about that and pivot.
Oh, safe
That's what
word.
that means.
Safe word.
Safe
Pineapples.
words. They're all fruits. I'm going. Okay. So one time I said, okay, my team doesn't want me. So you don't supposed to like say it like out loud. It's supposed to be something. One time I said, my team don't want me to talk about that no more. And they were like, you didn't supposed to. I said, y'all were fruit basking me to death. There was so many fruits on this thing. I'm like, okay, clearly they don't want me to talk about this anymore. Okay.
I love it. Have you ever thought about being approached about writing a book?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
I was approached about 3 years ago. I didn't see why. Like, what am I writing about? Yeah, what? You want to write about this show? I'm like, no, I just want you to. You have it in you, and I'm going, please. I don't have that. Please, no, I don't. Now, I have a book, 3 novels, and 3 series that should be televised. I have so much life that I've lived in the last 3 years that can literally just fill up at least 3, 4 books. And so it is definitely something that I've thought more deeply about. Like, maybe I should.
I see visions of you either doing some form of screenwriting or some type of TV program. I see visions of that. But I don't know if those are your visions or not. I can see it.
Well, I mean, I guess I actually have a drama series that I've released, and you probably haven't. It's been trying to get through. Got to get through the algorithms. But
let's talk about it.
It's called As.
Because the next thing I was going to ask you about all the 8,000 businesses you have. Let's talk about those too.
Well, it's called As the Cookie Crumbled. And I don't know, it just morphed. Again, that goes one of those things in my brain that I'm going, AI is out. So how about I just come up with characters and just make a drama series? So my team was like, what? Yeah, I want to do a drama series. And so then what I'll do is that when I do commercial breaks, people that have events coming up can buy a commercial space, right? Like the 30s, 20s, 10-second, 15-second space. Mm-hmm. And I advertise their event. I've had news breaks. I sell items on TikTok. I have made commercials for my own thing. So, I mean, it's been really, really fun to bring in those characters and really make it amazing. It's really amazing. Like someone right now stolen $260,000 from the Tika empire. And we're trying to find out who that is. I think it may be Cheryl.
Hint, hint.
Cheryl is actually one of the characters. And she's my arch enemy. Okay. She doesn't like it. She wants to bring down my whole empire. Okay. So she's trying to destroy my business. And I'm a powerhouse in Atlanta. We do marketing, fashion, and entertainment. Those are the things that we do. And she does the same thing. Okay. But I'm bigger than her.
Of course.
And she doesn't like it. Dun, dun, dun.
As the cookie crumbles.
As the cookie crumbles. So that has been fun. And it's all AI.
Oh. And I like it. Yes. I don't get on Facebook, but I've been getting on Facebook and tuning in.
So. Yeah, I'm gonna have to you got to get caught up. Yeah. And my brain is like, oh yeah, I gotta kill somebody. I gotta, it's gotta be some cussing. Like it's just at night I'm in the bed going, should she cuss right here? Yeah. And my mom is in it. Right? So listen, I'm telling my mom she looks amazing. But anyway, so I'm like, Mom, I think I want you to be in a drama series. And she was like, okay. And I was like, okay, well, because my mom's a minister about gospel. I said, now you ain't gonna be no minister of the gospel now. She said, oh, what am I gonna do? I said, well, you're gonna be married to a Arab guy that's your husband, but you want to kill him because you want to date younger men. He said, okay, when does my scene come in? What day am I gonna be shown? I'm like, okay.
God knows my heart.
You know what I'm saying? She's like, oh, girl, please. I'm like, okay, well, that's what your plot is. She's like, well, who am I gonna have an affair with? Like, she's been like trying to give me like scripts. I'm like, Mom, no, you're just gonna kill her. Okay, forget it. Like, so it's like, Mom, you're taking this way too serious. It's not real. But in her, she's like, oh yes, this is real.
Funny.
Oh, yeah, it's funny.
So that's one business as Cookie Crumbles. Then we have Talking Tea with Tika, where you get into the community of what's going on and what you need to settle in. You know what? You are a negotiator / mediator / counselor. That's the word.
Yeah.
You be healing souls.
Yeah. So there has been conflicts in the community where I've heard both sides. Mm-hmm. Now, I've heard both sides, but they're not talking to each other, right? So what I normally would do, whoever contacted me first, that's the person that'll go on air. And then I would actually, of course, extend the offer for the other person to come on the air to save their side and hopefully get to the bottom of it and fix it. Out of the 10 years that I've done this, just about every situation that was brought to me, it was either resolved or people just did the business different. Got it. If that makes sense. Like, okay, does. I was mad when she said it, but she right. You know what I mean? We should have a dance floor. They shouldn't be dancing on concrete floor. I mean, come on. Now, I didn't like when she said it, you know what I mean? But okay, she got a point. Now, they will never give me my flowers like you did. They'll just change it. And I'm fine with that. So, yeah, all of those things. So Talking Tea with Tika has been the brand that I've been doing the interviews with. I do the red carpets. I've done film releases here in Atlanta. Of course, we have the celebrity side of things that I've done. So Talking Tea with Tika has been my baby for a while. And I think you asked me a question, how did I become the tea lady? Mm-hmm. Go back to that. I was actually doing a panel interview. And it was getting heated. It was like it was students and it was some instructors. And I remember it. I was like, you know, why don't the instructors that we are paying money to, mm-hmm. why they don't dance with us when we're at the party? Mm. Right? Mm-hmm. So this instructor was going, excuse me, we want to dance too. I mean, we came to have a good time. And if my song is on, and I know that you're a younger dancer, mm-hmm. I'm going to dance with someone that can give me the rollout that I want. Right. Right. When he said that, I'm going, well, it's your responsibility to make sure that I can give you the dance that you want. You're my instructor. He goes, now look at here, tea lady. What? So my name was born out of anger.
That's, people always want to give us names, huh? But some of them just stick.
It sticks. I mean, it just stuck. I said, the tea lady, I like it. Literally, that's how I got to. So it was no, brainstorming with the team, PowerPoint book, none of that. Literally, he screamed it out and said, tea lady, now listen here. And it stuck.
That's awesome.
Here we are today.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you have other businesses. Let's talk about them. The Tea Candy Show, Tea Candy Podcast.
Yes, we have that. And it's different. So I have the Talking Tea with Tika, where I interview like steppers and entertainers and things like that. And then I have the Tea Candy Podcast. And that's when I'm talking about relationships and children and all the sex, the lack of, all that. We have good conversations over there. And that's when my husband is on screen with me. And we're Tea Candy. So just for people to know what that means. So I am Tea, because they call me Talking Tea. So I'm Tea. And they call him Candy Man. So we actually put the two together, and it's Tea Candy.
I like that. That's kind of sexy.
We didn't make that up either. A girl named Nicole Bailey. I'm not sure what I think she's in the Carolinas. But she actually called and said, okay, you guys are Tea Candy. I like it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And there's actually candy called tea candy. It is disgusting. However, if they would like to be a sponsor of your show, we'll love it.
Amen.
You never know. You never know. So that's one thing. That's another thing that I do. I also I've also been doing taxes for almost 15 years. All right. Name of that company is the Atlantean Group. You probably didn't even know that. But I have been doing taxes over 15 years. And now I have been a legacy. I have a legacy that's being passed down to me, and it's an insurance company. My mom has been an agent broker for over 20 years, and she's tired. So she said, guess what? I am about to leave this business to you. And I'm going, what? I'm not a salesperson. She was like, oh, girl, please. You have to sell yourself all the time on that screen. You can sell yourself some policies, some stuff that people really need. Stop it. So by the way, if you do need some insurance, give me a call at 678-565-0552. Sorry.
No. We need to let people know a few things. One, how can they get in touch with you for that venture? How can they get in touch to book you for hosting an event or curating an event? We need to let people know how they can get a hold of you, or what's the best way to get a hold of you. Because I'm not giving them
the best way to do it. I can't give it to you right now. It's actually my manager, but I'm gonna tell you how to get in contact with me, and I'll forward you to her. How about that?
Okay.
But you can find me on Facebook as Talking Tea with Tika, or under my name, which is Latika. That's Latika. Last name is Billups. B as in boy. ILLUPS. Inbox me. It's an open page, so it's not private. So you can inbox me. That is definitely one way. If you have some insurance needs, you can reach me at Blake Insurance Services. Our website is www.blakeatl.com. That's BLAKEATL.com. Or you can give me a call at 678-565-0552. Okay. And you can email me. Same thing. You can do Tika, Tika, at blakeatl.com. Any of those ways you can get me. I'm on TikTok. I'm on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is Tea Candy Show. Our TikTok is also Tea Candy Show. So we're out there. We're visible. Then if you can't get me, call Adrian. He'll call.
I will do that. I will definitely do that. But I'm not passing any messages. I'm just saying, no, this is how you get a hold of her, and I will get back to you.
Here's her stuff. Right.
I'll get back to you.
So. But thank you for allowing me to plug that. I appreciate it.
No. That's what this show is about. So someone asked me, do you have any questions for me before I go?
Do I have any questions for you?
Yes.
Yeah. What made you get into this space? Podcasting.
Well, as you know, I have a speaking business where I do public speaking. What made me want to get into this was when COVID hit. And everybody and their brother, sister, and cousin was doing some form of podcast.
Yeah. And
I didn't find value. I was asked every other day to be on someone's podcast, whether it was relationships, and I said, no. The only podcast that I was on when it was about community service and children, and how we can get them help, aid, and assistance. But there was a lot of, how can I say, I'm not going to call it foolery, but people's perspectives that I didn't align with. For example, dance. I think I'm pretty formidable in the knowledge of that. But I'm also cognizant to people always want my opinion. And I never give it. I never give it. I never offer it. I never do any of that. Because of my experience in dance, I don't want to dissuade anybody from making money. So if I start talking about dance from my perspective, a lot of people be mad at me. So I don't have an opinion and I don't want to share one. But what made me want to do a podcast or put it in on the refrigerator plan list was I'm about adding value, insight, empowerment, and uplifting. And I saw that there was a need to bring that out from a dance perspective. Not dance as in this is what we do dance, but people that initially danced. I wanted to show people how diverse and how entrepreneurial we are behind the scenes that they don't know.
Yeah.
So I wanted to bring who we are in front of the world to say we don't just dance. We are more than that. And these are the things that we do, and these are the ways you can support us. And so I came up with that idea. But I didn't want to, I wanted to be able to own the content. And so it took me until now to find a place with a team of people that can give me what I'm looking for, and I own the content. And so the content that I own is on my websites, on my YouTube channel. It's on everything that I have currently. And so that's what made me want to do it. I wanted to bring some positivity of how diverse we are in all the other things we do outside of dance. And so that's what made me want to do it.
I love that. I love that answer. In this space, have you thought about a pivot at all? Like, okay, what else would I talk about? Like, because I've noticed in this space, if you start one way, it kind of gets mundane. So you have to say, okay, well, what else spice I'm going to throw into that side of it? Have you even thought about a pivot at all, or you're good now?
I always keep my options open. As you know, I'm a behaviorist, and so I'm always helping people through times in their life or situationships that they find themselves in to try to add some value there. So I've been asked to be on a few relationship shows and stuff, but it may eventually go to that. I'm open to whatever. I'm open to pivot. Pivot is actually, I don't do New Year's resolutions. I do a one-word thing I can execute. And for 2025, that word for me was pivot.
Nice.
And so I will continue to do that. People like you sharpen me and help make me better. So I'm always open to pivot because I don't know what I don't know. And I'm smart enough to know that I need people smarter than I around me so I can continue to ascend and grow and know. So I'm open for anything because I think that we have a voice that's significant and that's relevant. That's why.
Listen at you. I thought I was going to trip you up, but I didn't.
Well, I tend to stay ready.
Okay. Okay, what else? What you got, girl? What you got? But I love it. And I love the space for you. And I remember you first said something to me about it. And I was like, okay, go for it. And you're like on a whole nother level now. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, I need to ask you for some advice at this point. So yeah, I'm very proud to see you in this space and growing and thriving. So I want to tell your fans and the people that support you, thank you for supporting my friend. He's good. He's good, folks.
We have more work to do.
We have a lot more work.
So, anything else you want to ask me?
How tall are you?
I'm 6'1". So you would never believe that I used to be a short kid. I was a freshman in high school and I was 4'11".
But you ate Wheaties or something? What did you do?
It's the genes. I have cousins that are twins that are 6'7". And so from my freshman year to my sophomore year, I grew from 4'11" to 5'11", and I think I topped out at 6'1". So I'm 6'1" currently. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Amazing. Well, I've hovered at about 5'4.5" for about the last 40 years. So I don't think I'm going to.
Yeah, I think I kind of hit where I'm going to be. So I'm good.
Yeah, I think
But there was a time in my life where I was always looking up at people.
Oh yeah.
But because my talent was so explosive they were
Yes.
always looking down at me because I was always the one doing something.
Question. If you had the opportunity to be with any instructor in the dance world, I'm talking your Debbie Allens or whatever, dead or alive. Now, I may not even know this name, but I would like for you to put it out. Who would it be? Like you would say, I am fanning out because this is my favorite. Who would that be?
I would say that when I was at Juilliard, I was taught by Debbie Allen. And when I was at Alvin Ailey, I was taught by Debbie Allen. She was not only an instructor, but a choreographer, an ongoing one. So that wouldn't be it. I would tell you, though, one of the people that I've had a couple of private lessons with, but I started transitioning from New York, so I wasn't able to keep that, and that would be Savion Glover.
I've heard that name.
He
Wow.
is the aggressive version of tap dance that started hoofing. So he's the one that originated where they started doing the stomp. That
Yes.
is predicated on Savion Glover. So that would be it, because I've been touched by a lot of the greats throughout the years with my AI stuff and all that other kind of stuff. So yeah, it would be
Nice.
him.
I love it. Nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't want to go. Like, it's almost over. And you
Well,
said it's like the hour's going to go by so fast. I'm
It
like, oh,
is.
no, it's not.
So what we're going to do real quick, we're going to plug what I have going on. So this Friday, I have Myron the Art, our Christmas party. It is a Casa Cash for Kids. So we've already collected the presents for the kids that are in the foster care system. We're going to be taking cash donations this Friday for the kids that come into the system after the presents have been disseminated. So please bring some cash to the second Friday where Myron the R will be. And then we're going to have a quick commercial of the show for this coming Friday. And I got this idea from Tika as well. Another avenue of promoting. So we're going to run the show, and then we're going to wrap up with T-Lady.
It's Christmas in Dallas. Brew Theory Christmas Throwdown. Get ready, Dallas, hosted by Adrian Carson. We're bringing the pow. Dallas, get ready to shake something. Friday, December 12th, 9 to 1 a.m. 2 parties under one roof. Did I say 2 parties under one roof? One side, Chicago stepping with Myron the R from Chicago. On the swing outside, I'm Stevie Ray coming in from Houston. Pow, put some pop in this place. Come on. This party will be benefiting CASA, court-appointed special advocates for children. Of course, all this will be going down at 2155 Studios, 2155 Marsh Lane. Pre-sale tickets are $20. Get them now. $25 at the door or after 10:30. We're celebrating with all December birthdays. If you're celebrating, give us a call. Let's get your birthday on the list. We will have something hot and delicious to eat, as always. And you know we're not going to turn this party out until everybody gets what they came for. That means you got to get up and do something. We're going to turn it up for December. Y'all ready? Don't come in here calling. We get down. We're calling all of Dallas. Dallas, y'all come on out here and get this thing. Come on. Merry Christmas.
So, any last words, my dear friend, because we are up against the clock. It has been a dream and a pleasure having you, and we have to do this again.
We have to, but I do have one issue with you. I have a major issue.
Okay.
How much time do we have? Like 20 seconds?
Uh-huh.
I actually looked at that entire commercial and see not one picture of me. Not
There's-
one.
Wait.
Going,
No, hold on. Wait, hold on. Let's be clear. You are not like everybody else. I need permission to use your name, image, and likeness. And I've yet to ask for it. So I'm asking you to consider it now.
You're going to go back and redo the video?
There's one coming up next month.
Stevie Ray, you know me, boo. Why am I not in this video?
Moving forward, guess what? Mainstay. How about that?
They're going to be so sick of, like, how many pictures of this woman do you
No.
have? Don't worry about it, because I can make more.
Amen. Love you. Thank you.
I love you.
Thank everyone for joining us on the couch. We will be doing this again. Until next time, stay blessed, be good to everyone, and stay in peace and harmony.